Hey everyone, welcome back to musicwithryan.com. We are here at lesson number 10 of the beginner guitar e-course. Okay, it's a 10 lesson course and this is number 10. I'm sorry, a 12 lesson course. This is number 10. And the tune that we're going to be covering, as we always cover a new tune in each lesson, is Folsom Prison Blues. Very popular Johnny Cash song, fun to play, I feel. Resonates really good with the beginner guitarist. And so when we get into this tune, we're going to be learning what I call alternate bass strumming pattern, which is very common in like country and folk and bluegrass and stuff like that. It's another little a pattern or trick or idea that you want to have in your back pocket for being able to strum. We're going to talk about bass walks, incorporating some ornamentation and bass walks into our rhythm playing. So we're kind of doing both, more than just strumming. And we're going to apply this strumming pattern to, again, Folsom Prison, and actually going to go over You Are My Sunshine again, that we've done in a previous lesson, but we'll talk about it for the alternate bass pattern too. If you like the way that I teach and you're interested in learning more about guitar and you want to catch up with some of the other lessons, you can kind of preview all of them on my YouTube page. But if you want to give a great overview of the e-course that I offer, go over to my website, go to the store, check out Beginner Guitar 101 e-course. Okay, and there you will have a description and a video overview about the whole thing and what it all entails. Briefly, it's 12 lessons long. It's almost 12 hours of video. Includes MP3 backing tracks, includes sheet music, chord charts, instruction. Each lesson is very in-depth, as this is a beginner course, and I want to make sure that it covers all the details that get you good habits, playing guitar and strumming and singing. Go over a wide variety of topics that I usually cover with my beginning guitar students. Okay? So go ahead and check that out. For now, let's check out lesson number 10 and give you a little snippet of what's going on in here. Thanks for watching the video. Please comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Thanks. So what I want to do is, what alternate bass means is I'm going to pick one note and then strum the chord, and then pick a different note and strum a chord. So I'm alternating the bass note every time. Pick a bass note, strum, pick a bass note, strum. And so each chord kind of has these two notes that we're going to bounce off of, all right? And you can also think about it, if you kind of maybe understand a little bit of theory, you can think about it as I'm going to bounce off the 1 and the 5 of each chord. Okay, now I don't go too much in depth about theory in this, beginner's course here, but I just want to say those terms to get your mind familiar with them. But if I have an E chord, the E is the first note, and I count up E, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and we need to find a B note, which happens to be right here on the second fret of the A string. Okay, but we won't get into that too much. So again, we're going to bounce between two notes for every chord. And for the Folsom Prison Blues, we're going to use E, A, and B7, and all of which we know, but we might not know what the alternate bass is or what the 1 and the 5 of each chord is. So let's just go through that. So again, for E, we're going to bounce off these two notes. We're going to bounce off the low E and the A string, which is sounding a B note, the 1 and the 5. So here we go. This is going to sound like, I'm going to use strum pattern number 1, but it's just going to be the first and the third strokes are going to be just on the bass note. That's what we're going to do for an E chord. So let's start with that main lick right there. And so it sounds like this. It happens on the A string in the the 2nd fret, so 3 times there, like 8th notes, and then quarter note on the 1st fret of the D string, twice, back to the A string 2nd fret, then 3rd fret low E. You can bend it or just pluck it, then low E string. And then when we hit our low E string here in a sec, open, we're going to go right into the strumming. Right into our alternate bass strumming. And then the verse would start. So there was going to be 2 little measures of vamp, I call them. So when I vamp, what does that mean, Ryan? Well, that means to play on the same chord without moving. Stay on that chord until something happens. What is that something? A vocalist starts singing or a solo takes place. So we can vamp on a chord until our ears hear something happening. It's something that we do in music all the time, in bands and stuff like that. They'll just stay on that chord until the singer's ready to sing, or the soloist maybe the soloist forgets or something like that. We wait. It's not always the case with like a solo, but a lot of times with a vocal, we'll vamp until we hear. I could just sit on that E, and then the verse would start. And so I really don't. It's hard to mark that vamp. I have 2 measures there, but then it doesn't happen every time. It's just something that kind of happens during the song, during the moment, if you will. So just a little heads up about that. Vamping is always kind of abstract for the beginner sometimes at first to kind of think about, but yeah, vamping, staying on the chord till something happens, namely till we start singing. I would think that'd be the best way to kind of think about it. So that lick again. That'd be a little more up to speed. A string, D string 1st fret, back to A string 2nd fret, low string 3rd fret. Let's do it together. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and okay. So there's a little lick that we can tag it, use the beginning and tag it at the very end of the tune we want to end.